Okay, so I was just talking to God about something and I absolutely have to share it with you guys. This is the second analogy that God has given me about extensions, which these are, and we'll get into that in a moment. But the title of this is Borrowed Fullness. And I'm going to read y'all my notes because honestly, I don't even have the capacity right now to try to summarize it because it's so good, it has to be read word for word, okay? There is something dangerous about substitutes, not because they are evil, but because they are satisfying enough to make you settle. Borrowed fullness is when you accept a substitute instead of stewarding what God actually gave you. It is not sustainable long term because when you live off substitutes, you stop striving for the real thing. You stop cultivating what is yours. You settle into this will do instead of pressing into this will grow. Borrowed fullness feels good temporarily. It gives you the sensation of abundance, the experience of completion, the illusion of increase, and the exposure changes you. Because once you've experienced that feeling of fullness, when it is removed, you don't just return to normal. You feel emptier than you did before, even though nothing actually left. You are the same person with the same gifts, the same capacity, the same calling, but now you've tasted something external and comparison creeps in. So again, all of this stemmed from me buying extensions. I've never really been one to wear extensions because I always feel like people will notice that it's not my hair. But because I had surgery and because I've colored my hair is naturally fine, but it's gotten even more fine and even thinner because of all of the process and things that I've done to it because I haven't been taking care of it. Clock it. Anyway, I haven't been taking care of it. So I was just like, okay, I'll just get some clip-ins. Instead of, asking God what I can do or doing what I think I should do to actually grow up because it takes time, I just filled it in with a cheap substitute. Now, the problem with that is you get used to that substitute. So instead of actually taking the time out to do what it is that you should do in order for that thing to grow, because again, this video is not even about extensions. It's about relationships. It's about chat GPT. It's about food. It's about vanity. It's about social media. It's about any of those things that offer you this false feeling of fulfillment, knowing that they can never actually fulfill you. It's just a cheap substitute. And even though God's method might take a little bit longer, what he's doing is growing something real while we're replacing it with something unnatural and something that won't even sustain us in the long run. God is trying to build something up in us, but because we're so impatient and because we're so desperate to have that feeling of fullness now in this moment, we settle for a cheap substitute. And that's why substitutes are dangerous. So if you've seen this video is an altar call. This is for you to lay down whatever it is that God is asking you to give up in order to replace it with something real so he can actually fill you instead of whatever. You know what I'm saying. Bye.